Hey, today I'm going to show you how to get that periphery sound. Band of the moment, Periphery. Everyone's going for that djent kind of sound, but we don't all have the cash to get the gear that those guys have. Whether it be the Engel heads and orange cabs, or maybe the axe effects they use now. Very expensive gear. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to get that sound with a bedroom amplifier. Now, just to illustrate, the bedroom amplifier over there is a Line 6 Spider 4 cheap amplifier, and this guitar is a Harley Benton. Now this piece of shit, to be honest, is £110. It's around $175, that kind of area. So it's a very cheap guitar, and there's a reason why I've done this. You don't have to go down the AMG route or the bare knuckle route to get this kind of tone. Now obviously it's going to help massively for things like chords and things and sustain, but just to get a good bedroom tone and be happy with it when you're playing at home, especially when you're practicing and getting better and things, this would help out. Now the other thing you need to do in this case is consider the input. Now what I mean by this is, as you can hear now, this is going to be a guitar and amplifier with distortion or gain on around 4. So if you listen to this, it's relatively flat. There's nothing there. There's no drive, there's no grunt, and there's no balls to it. It's relatively horrible. Now, by factoring 2 pedals in, you'll get a completely different tone. Now, what I'm referring to is an overdrive. So it could be, in my case, I use an Ibanez, the TS9 model. You can use the 8 or you can use the Max on overdrive. And also, I'll use a noise gate to keep it all hush-hush. So as an example, this is the tone flat. Now the first question you might ask is, well, why don't you just turn the gain up? Well, if you turn the gain up, you're just going to get more fuzz, more piss. More fuzz, more piss, you're going to get more hissy sound, and it's just going to be hard to control. You want the guitar tone to be stronger going into the amplifier, which is why I've used this cheap guitar, because I haven't got bare knuckle pickups, I haven't got AMG pickups, I haven't got anything particularly great. These are very, very cheap stock pickups that come in a very, very cheap budget guitar, 7-string guitar. So what I'm considering is turning on this pedal here, so the Ibanez TS9 model, and that's going to add that buzz. Obviously then you want to hush this buzz by adding some kind of noise suppression. So obviously that's nice and quiet now. And from before, which you heard, now it sounds like this. Which isn't brilliant, but it's a lot better than it was. And obviously to get that periphery sound, this is ideal for what it is. Now, the idea of what we're going for is obviously, like tight kind of wound sound, and the combination between the two is good because obviously you don't have to spend a great deal of money. All you have to get yourself is 2 pedals. You don't have to go out and buy these huge rigs and just kind of carry on. And the beauty of this is once you've bought them, if you do move into a band or decide to go out and do stage work, you can take the 2 pedals and add them to your existing system. Now, regardless of the probably next question people are going to ask is, how do you set them up? What do you do in regards to settings of them? So noise suppression is simple. You want as high threshold as possible and the lowest decay. So you want it to grab as soon as you stop playing, and you want it to open as soon as you start playing. You want it to be as quick as possible. The TS9, the overdrive, I have drive, surprising to most people, on 0. Now the reason for this is because we're not wanting to add gain, we're wanting to add a drive. Now the actual drive itself isn't really a drive, it's actually effectively an overdrive. It's an extra distortion before the amp distortion, and we don't want to add this because this is going to cause problems for the stopping factor and the tightness of the sound. So what you do is you turn the drive to 0. The tone, which is on most of them as well, most of these distortions have 3 knobs. The center one is usually the tone, which is preferable. Now that depends on the amp you're using. If you're using, in my case for instance, a Line 6 amplifier, the Line 6 amplifier is it's a digital amplifier, so there's no real sound amplification there. It's all very processed, very unauthentic sound, very sort of clinical, and it's going to sound very, very sort of pretend. So by adding tone only makes it sort of clearer. In normal case, it would make it brighter. You want to just do that to preference. However, the level, in my case, I'm using full. Now the level is actually going to give you that tubier sound, and that's the tube sound that's going to give us that wow factor when we're trying to bite down on those strings. And that's that periphery kind of tone. And that's down to the actual pedal itself. So with those 3 as a combination, you should get relatively far, and you're not spending a great deal of money. So give it a try. Subscribe, comment, do what you need to do. But regards to this video today, this is the first of many videos to come. As you can see, different room to very many years ago with the advanced pinch harmonic tutorials and the shred videos and things. There'll be a new wave on its way. So take care, YouTube.